Hello there, Jackson here. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you as always. Now, you know I love a little bit of simplicity when it comes to making WordPress websites. Simple themes, simple plugins, simple custom code if you need it. Because simple equals less code and less code equals faster websites. Faster website equals greener websites and also puts your page speed, insights, performance scores through the roof. WordPress block themes and full-site editing is very simple in my view. Perhaps too simple in other people's view and lacking in some areas and short on features perhaps. And if you've been following the channel recently, you will know that I've been doing a bit of a mini series on the missing Gutenberg blocks and perhaps what should be in core. And this topic today is another one of those potential missing blocks. And yeah, maybe, I reckon it maybe should be because it's so hot for SEO to have this component on your blog posts. It's the unassuming table of contents component. You know, the sort of thing, list of links at the top of a post and you click on it and it scrolls all the way down, etc. Well, done right, it can actually do a lot of great things for your page and your site. It can give your content a much better structured presentation. It's better UX for the user. Adds internal links to your pages, which is knockout for SEO. Improves crawling and indexing. Can even get you extra links on your search engine result pages, which is just epic. Generally speaking, it just ups your SEO for your page and your site in general. It's not so much a nice to have, it's an absolute essential as part of your SEO strategy. So, in this WordPress tutorial, I'd like to introduce to you a tasty little plugin that I think is the best WordPress plugin for a table of contents. It is the fab SimpleTOC table of contents block. Come on then, let's get talking. Got a blog here, got a post. Let's put a table of contents in there. Over in our backend, we do indeed have a plugin called SimpleTOC table of contents block installed, ready to activate. This is the fella here, SimpleTOC by Mark Tonsing. Thank you, Mark. Absolutely essential, simple, epic little bit of kit this. Right, let's get it activated. And from our dashboard, we're going to get to our editor and find in our templates, our single post template. Super simple. Find out where you want to put it, probably after the post meta here. So stick something in after that. We'll have a look for our TOC block and it's in. Let's save it and yeah, it's job done. We've got a table of contents. Now, clearly, we probably want to style this a little bit. I'd certainly want to make it a little bit different to the content styling. So first thing we need to do is on the advanced features is turn on the wrapper div. This will give us a nice little div to play with for our CSS. So if we refresh that, you can see it's already changed slightly. So if we inspect that, and we've got this div now here, if we just throw on a bit of, say, background white and border radius of 20px and some padding maybe of 20px, that's cool. On our H2 we've got, looks like, yeah, loads of padding, so let's get that sorted out. Margin 0 on that, that's cool. So let's get these links sorted out. Oh, and by the way, it does work. Does actually work really well. Show you some more groovy stuff in the settings a little bit later, but let's get these links sorted out. And you know, we can do stuff like remove the underline and things like that, get some spacing in between the lines, that sort of thing. So in the child theme, which is available for download in the description below, we're going to put some CSS, and I've got pre-prepared stuff here. If I just grab that and I'll drop it into the style and save that, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. Refresh, there we go. Looks a little bit nicer. All the code is available for download in the description. Let's get back to our settings, have a look through some of those other options. We've got smooth scrolling here. That's if your theme doesn't have smooth scrolling built into it. So turn that on if you don't have it. Use absolute URLs. Now this is very cool. If we just inspect our links here that get us to the anchor points of our H elements, it's a straight anchor link. href there. If we change it to use absolute URLs, refresh that, now you'll see that inspected has got the full URL on it, and it works exactly the same way because it's on the same page, but that's much better for your SEO because it's got real actual internal links. So double thumbs up, stick it on. We've talked about the wrapper div. Gives you the opportunity to wrap things up, plus it puts the navigation and the area attribute on there, which is better for your markup and semantics and accessibility. Automatic refresh, I've got to be honest, I don't know what this does. Mark, can you tell me what this does? And that's kind of it, apart from this one little feature here, which gives you a variation of a TOC style. So if we turn that on, you get two options. Hide with a clickable drop down. Let's save that and see how that changes it. There you go. And now you see you've got this drop down here. But again, I prepped some CSS, all downloadable in the description, that will make this look a little nicer if we add it to our theme CSS. Save that. Refresh that, just a little teeny bit nicer. And it's the same with the accordion style, which you can choose. Save that, back to our front end, refresh, and you've got like a proper little accordion style toggle going on. Now up until this point there's been zero JS involved whatsoever. This is pure CSS, but this one does introduce the tiniest JS file, but it's so minimal I'm not even going to bother talking about it. And again, I've got some CSS that you can drop in to your theme styles here. Let's get the accordion in there, save that, and you can see how we can kind of just make that a little bit more in keeping with the page, etc. So super cool. You can do some funky stuff with the bullet points and stuff. If you don't know about that, let's just inspect our line items. You see we've got this marker here. So if we added a class for the list lie marker and put in a content of kind of whatever you want, really, you can change the markers. And I've got a load of example stuff in the CSS here that will allow you to do all sorts of funky stuff with your markers as well. Let's drop that in and you can kind of see how that's going to be working. Inside your table of contents, you can have them on the first items, different ones on the second items, and all that kind of jazz. Very cool stuff. Right, back to the settings. Just one I missed out, one of the major ones, which is the min and max levels. Now this is where which H elements it's going to show in that table of contents. So the min level is default H1, which probably shouldn't be there because the H1 should be above the content. So I would start that at H2 and include that to whatever you want. Depends on your posts and stuff. If we have a look at our posts, get our stationery up. And if we have a look at the outline, this gives us the kind of map of the page, if you like, you know, H2, H2, H3, H3, H4. Very handy, actually, because if you made that H4 there and H5, that would be bad semantics, bad for accessibility and all that kind of good stuff. So this is about how far do you want it to go down the tree, if you like, on your TOC. So at the moment, we've got it going all the way down. If we made that H3 only and saved that back to our front end, you'll see our table of contents now and includes H2, H2, H3, H3. Very simple stuff. Right, what else is there? That is literally kind of it. Just one mention about there is a settings panel. If we go to settings, we go to SimpleTOC. Now this is just an kind of override system. So force accordion menu, force wrapper div, force smooth scrolling, which I suppose is only really in use when you're allowing content writers to actually put that block into your pages or posts. But my view would be probably, I mean, set it all to how you want, but my view would be probably to disable the block for content writers and always have the TOC in your templates. You get me? Anyway, the SimpleTOC plugin, absolutely epic. Link is in the description to download all the CSS code. And if you'd like a little bit more block theming action, check out this for your next video. But until next time, I shall see you later.